Thankfully, I have not seen the level of controversy over the name Christmas this year that I've seen in years past. Whether or not you celebrate the holiday, Title V United States Code Section 6103 lists December 25th as the holiday Christmas Day, which is why government offices are shut down today. Since I do celebrate the holiday, I decided to take a few minutes and consider some Christmas wishes I have for you, this country, and the Constitution study. So we'll look at those next.
Neighbors and have a few good friends. Every day we're everyday Americans. Oh, every day we're everyday Americans.
Hello there and Merry Christmas, everyday Americans. I'm so glad you could join me here today at the Constitution study. Again, it's a special day. No, I'm not actually working today. I recorded this earlier so I could have it posted for you to enjoy. I hope you're spending time with friends and family or however you celebrate this day. And if it didn't show up in your Christmas stocking, well, there's still time to get 20% off any of my books at the website constitutionstudy.com. I'll talk a little bit more about the website at the end, but I hope you'll consider supporting the work that we're doing here as we go into 2024. But enough of that. Let's get into my Christmas wishes. As the Christmas carol, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day goes, I have the wish of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Living in a fallen world, I know this is highly unlikely. However, it does not stop me from wishing for it. Since none of us have control over the entire world, how about we start with a little peace in our neighborhood? Again, that may be a pretty tall order and dependent upon our neighbors. But I can still wish that as much as it's within our power, we live at peace with our family, friends, and neighbors. Of course, that would require all of us to grant to our neighbors the liberty to live their lives as they see fit, as long as they don't infringe on the rights of another. As Benjamin Franklin, writing under the pseudonym Silence Dogood, wrote in 1722, without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, and no such thing as public liberty without freedom of speech, which is the right of every man as far as by it he does not hurt or control the right of another. And this is the only check it ought to suffer, and the only bounds it ought to know. I've received several emails and comments to the effect that it's over. It's time to turn out the lights and to admit that the American experiment has failed. Fair enough. Things are pretty ugly right now, and I must admit I don't see things getting that much better in the near future. Generally, I have two replies to such statements. First, how do you know it's over? After all, none of us know the future, so how do you know things won't get better? And really, what is the alternative? Simply bending over and shouting, "Thank you, sir, may I have another," while tyrants paddle you behind? Second, I point out that everyone so far who has made such a statement seems to be focusing on Washington, D.C. Yet we can still have quite an impact within our families, neighborhoods, towns, and cities. Just because D.C. has become a tyrannical hellhole, it doesn't mean we have to live in one as well. When you throw some sound knowledge about the Constitution, our rights, and the limited powers of the federal government into the mix, there is more opportunity for hope than there is for despair. Therefore, my wish for Christmas is that we do not give up on freedom, and that we all stand against the light of liberty dying. This season, I wish that we can all live at liberty. Now, Webster's 1828 dictionary defines liberty as freedom from restraint in a general sense and applicable to the body or to the will or mind. The body is at liberty when not confined. The will or mind is at liberty when not checked or controlled. A man is at liberty when no physical force operates to restrain his actions or volitions. The thing about living at liberty is that it's a combination of how we choose to live and how we choose to treat others. As our first Chief Justice of the United States said, by knowing their rights, they will sooner perceive when they are violated, be the better prepared to defend and assert them. Living at liberty means not only knowing your rights, but being prepared to defend and assert them. Much of what we do here at the Constitution Study involves helping people do just that. Even if the world around you is living under tyranny, if you are prepared to defend and assert your rights, you are free and at liberty. Yes, they may incarcerate your body, but if you are prepared to defend and assert your rights, they can never incarcerate your mind. Just as there's a responsibility to defend and assert your rights, you have a duty to allow others to exercise theirs. Just because you disagree with someone does not give you the right to shut them up. Unless they are interfering with the exercise of a legitimate right, being at liberty means allowing others to be free as well. As we celebrate Christmas, followed shortly by New Year's, let us consider the present all of us are leaving to our future generations. Will our children and our children's children live in a country better than the one we live in now? Well, that depends on what we do today, tomorrow, and for the rest of our tomorrows, as we try to secure such a nation for them. It's my wish that we leave them a nation better, freer, and more at liberty than the one we have today. I also wish we leave those generations with a better understanding of the blessings of liberty, how to secure them, and a desire to leave this country to their rising generations in a better condition than they received it. My fervent wish is for the United States to live up to its national anthem and be the land of the free by being the home of the brave. I want to conclude with a personal set of wishes. Earlier this year, I launched the Constitution Study Patriots Program, designed to help individuals, groups, and organizations better defend and assert their rights. My Christmas wish is that more people will join me, not only by getting the education needed to live as free men and women, but by helping me build more and better tools to help educate others. To that end, I wish for others to help me communicate what's going on to an ever-widening group of patriots. I wish for others willing to stand up for their rights and for the rights of others. Lastly, I also wish for others willing to support the work we're doing in any way possible. So there's a brief look at my Christmas wishes for you, for me, for the Constitution Study. Yes, personally, I have more family wishes and stuff, but these are the things we share. And in areas that we share, I hope we can work together. I know not everybody's prepared to join me. I know not everybody's prepared to go as far as I do. But if you're watching this video, if you're listening to this episode, well then you have to show some interest in the Constitution, don't you? So please check out the website, constitutionstudy.com. Maybe sign up for a mailing list, check out my articles, look at my news feed. Yeah, sure, maybe you'll head over to the store and buy a couple books. They're still 20% off till the end of the year. Check out my clearance t-shirts. They're 50% off until they're gone. Maybe you'll donate to the cause. Maybe you'll check out the Patriots. There's a lot you can do. If you have some ideas, let me know. I'm always interested. I'm interested in talking to groups to help educate them. There's a lot that we can yet do to make sure this remains the land of the free, but only if we're brave enough to do it. So again, head to the website, constitutionstudy.com. Whatever you can do, do. It's greatly appreciated. Most of all, I hope you are looking forward to next year, not because I expect it to be an easy year or even necessarily a pleasant year, but it is the next year. And it's a presidential election year. And it's another year to elect Congress and a third of the Senate. Meaning by the end of the year, we the people are going to have a great say in who represents us in the next few years. I hope we'll do so intelligently, wisely, constitutionally, and bravely. And that's your idea. Well, come back and join us here next time for the Constitution Study.
Love the neighbors and have a few good friends.